Sorry about the delay. I know it's been almost 3 months since I made a video. Sorry about that. But I do have a new one that I'm going to do right now. And I will do like a recap video like I did a couple years ago when I couldn't do any reviews of movies. So we all have those characters in movies, shows, or even things that we read where you don't want them to die, and you're either excited when they survive or you're bummed when they die. But what about the other way? Do we have those characters where you just are waiting for them to die, and when they don't die, you're kind of upset, and you left thinking, oh, why didn't they just die? So that's what I'm going to be talking about here today. This is my top 10 characters that should have died. And there will be spoilers for numerous movies, some of which you have probably already seen. And sorry if I spoil some deaths that don't happen. So, number 10 is Miek from Thor Ragnarok. Now, with these numbers, I'm trying to make it more about the character and how their death would help the story or would, be better for the audience, and not just my own personal dislike for characters or, actors portraying them. But Miek is really a nothing character in Thor Ragnarok. He's basically Groot of this group. And I've said before that I feel that Thor Ragnarok tries to be Guardians of the Galaxy, and Miek is basically like Groot. I mean, doesn't do much. He's there just to have a few laughs at, but he really doesn't do anything. He's not really vital to any importance. So why don't they just kill him? Especially when they're doing the breakout of Sakaar. And the fact that since this isn't a Planet Hulk movie, you have no real tie to them, so you really don't have to care whether or not they die or not. So in that sense, I think you really should have killed them. So why didn't you? Number 9 is Batman from The Dark Knight Rises. I think we can all agree this should have happened, especially the way that Christopher Nolan set this thing up with constantly talking about how he can't do this forever, he doesn't want to do this forever. This iteration of Batman is a very real performance, I guess, in a sense, because he knows he can't do it forever, and it's going to end up killing him, or his body's going to break down. There's a really good scene early on in The Dark Knight Rises where Bruce Wayne goes to the doctor, and the doctor flat out says, you had no cartilage in your knees, you have all these numerous injuries, you're not going to be able to do anything. And early in the movie, he's walking with a cane. So the fact that he, rises up and, beats Bane, that's one thing. But for him to survive the whole nuclear explosion, that was a bridge too far, especially when it would have meant more, I think, as a story and to us as an audience, if Batman had died. The fact that he didn't kind of robs us of that. Number 8 is Carla from I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Speaking of nothing characters, Carla, played by Brandy, the R&B singer in the 90s, her character really isn't all that well defined. She's not that interesting. She's basically like the replacement for Sarah Michelle Gellar's character in the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. But you expect, more from these characters, and you really shouldn't, especially from this franchise. But this character was not that interesting, pretty dumb, pretty annoying, and I think it would have made more sense for her to die. I mean, she gets knocked through some glass, and you made to think that she's dead, but then at the end, like, oh, she's actually alive, and why should I care? Really, why should I care at that point? So yeah, doesn't really do anything for the character to still be alive, you know? That's my opinion. Number 7 is... Sorry, I went to look over my shoulder, over your shoulder real quick. What I wrote down. Oh, yes. This is a good one. I kind of wanted to put this on a higher up on the list, but nah. This had to be in the top 10, but it's not going to make top 5. Number 7 is one of the brothers in Jurassic World. My issue with this is that not only is one kid just really annoying and the other just, you know, a blank slate, but really you've shown in the first 3 Jurassic Park movies that kids are basically bulletproof in these movies. There's no way you're going to kill a kid. And if you really wanted to do something different and stand out, you would kill one of the kids. I mean, this movie does try to, you know, do things a little bit differently. I mean, they do. It's the first movie that has a woman getting eaten and killed in one of these movies. Yes, it's probably the most over-the-top kill of the movie. Well, it is, let's be honest. It's the over-the-top kill in the movie, and it seems to have a character that really doesn't deserve it, but it's memorable. I guess that's what they wanted. They wanted to make that scene memorable. If you really wanted to be memorable, do something different as well. You could have killed one of the kids. Because, you know, once we have these kids, like, okay, they're going to be fine, whatever. And especially you had the scene with the little boy, the younger brother, was like, Mom and Dad are killing the Force. Like, when did this come out? Why should I care? It was like, you suck. Like, your character sucks. And the older brother is just, you know, almost like mad doggy. Some girl is just staring at him. It's like, oh, God. One of them should have died. And you've left me thinking that, left the theater, like, man, it was so much better if one of those kids died. Yeah, God, I did not like that. I do enjoy the movie, but man, those kids, they kind of suck. But yeah, if you wanted to do something different and really set yourself apart from Jurassic Park, you could have had one of those kids get eaten. Have one of the raptors, you know, eat the kid. Or the Indominus. No. Number 6 is the entire family from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Oh, I hate this movie. I hate this movie. If you saw my review, which, based on how many people actually, you know, watch my videos, probably didn't, you would have known that I hate Godzilla King of the Monsters. I hate that movie. And one of the reasons I hate the movie is this focus is so much on this stupid, annoying, unlikable, just makes me want to puke family. And you might say, oh, one of them dies. Not enough. I wanted them all dead. I wanted all 3 of them dead. And here's how you can do it. Make the story better and keep your best human character alive. Here's how I would have suggested it. I'm not going to say how I would have done it. I would have suggested this. I'm not going to take my opinion. My suggestion would have been, instead of Dr. Serizawa setting off the nuke to revive Godzilla, have the dad do it, since he apparently is the expert at everything. They made him an instant expert as soon as we see him. Have him set off the nuke because he's forgiving Godzilla and letting go of his hatred for Godzilla and stop blaming him for his son's death. Then you can make that as his redemption arc instead of him, you know, saving his daughter, whatever. Then the daughter, have her die, bringing Ghidorah to Fenway Park in Boston. And when Ghidorah blasts the stadium, it kills her in the process, but she keeps that orca thing intact. Then you could do the same thing with the mom. Say, oh, my betrayal, me trying to be Thanos here, it cost my now ex-husband and my daughter their lives. Oh, I'm so overcome with grief, but I'm going to stop Ghidorah. And then you have her do the all hail the king crap, and then she can die, and then I'm much happier. Dr. Serizawa is still alive, our best human character. He can bring the monster universe even further forward than it would have been, instead of killing them off and then leaving me with this damn family who takes up so much time and screen of the movie that I can't see the giant monster fight that I paid my money to see. But, you know, it makes the story better, in my opinion. But yeah, that's just part one. I got heated there at the end, but man, I'm going to get kind of heated in the second part, trust me. So, until then, I'm going to save my question for later, for part two. Take care. Later.